Monster Hunter World is the latest installment in Capcom's killer series and marks its much needed return to current generation consoles. Sorry Switch. With this video, I hope to show anyone and everyone why this game deserves to be in their collection, and I am glad to say that Monster Hunter World has shipped more than 5 million units. That's remarkable because it's showing just how strong this series is. And as of recording, I have accumulated around 30 hours. And that's tough because as a college student, it's hard to find the spare time to play anything. Now, if you're watching this video, chances are that you have seen other players share their history with the franchise. Monster Hunter came out in 2004. I wasn't even 11 at the time, so needless to say, my history with the franchise doesn't go that deep. No, the first Monster Hunter game I picked up was Monster Hunter 4U on the 3DS, and I didn't even want to pick it up. It wasn't until my friend recommended it that I gave it a shot. One funny thing that I want to mention before I get into Monster Hunter World is the sheer amount of love and admiration that fans have for this game series. My friend has been playing these games for years and it shows. Now, I'll be the first person to admit that he's no wordsmith, but his passion for monsters and the sheer amount of gushiness that he just emitted from his mouth just sold me. Does that sound weird? I don't know. It's hard to describe why Monster Hunter World is such an amazing game, because at the core of it all, it's just a bunch of repetitive monster grinding. And yeah, it is. But here's the best way I have managed to put why this game is so addicting. So let's do it. In Monster Hunter, every battle is a cinematic story, just waiting to be told. Whether you're tackling the iconic Rathian for a super rare drop, or messing around and gathering materials for a quest, this game does an amazing job with making sure that this is your story and no one else's. Every time you break a monster's head, slice a tail off, or ruin their day, you take pride as a player. The reason why people love and keep coming back to Monster Hunter is because this game will literally make you feel like a badass with any weapon you take into battle. For example, my character here is rocking the Greatsword, my personal favorite weapon. I love the Greatsword because every hit you commit with this weapon will either make you or break you. Every time I drop this sword on a poor monster's head, I get filled with so much immense satisfaction to the point where I even begin to question my own sanity. And trust me, this game is that good. The Greatsword has the most startup time when it comes to actually landing blows. But oh wow, when you land a hit on that monster, they sure feel it. Every time I get into an arena with my trusty Greatsword, I know I'm going to have an epic time. But what is even more amazing is that you don't have to run around with a Greatsword. Want just a basic sword and shield? Or maybe a gun? No wait, maybe a hammer. Well, Monster Hunter has got you covered because nestled deep within this game are 14 different playstyles / weapons that feel like you're playing a completely different game. Now that might sound ridiculous, 14 different games, but hear me out. You want fast-paced action? Rev up the dual blades. Do you want a gun attached to your sword? Blast away with the gun lance. Or do you love third-person shooters and Lara Croft? Then take that bow out, boy. You can experiment to your heart's content because in Monster Hunter, you get the freedom to play however you please. Now, going off of how I play, I also noticed the amount of pressure I exert on my poor controller. The creators wanted you to squeeze every button as if it was your last, seriously. Every time I am revving up my Greatsword, my thumb just dig into the square button so tightly and so firmly to the point where I think I'm going to destroy it. And what is so amazing is that the creators wanted you to do this. They wanted this. They wanted to build that sense of realism not only from the monsters, but from the characters as well. And that is just so amazing. Monster Hunter will let you take matters into your own hands. But be forewarned, hunters. Monster Hunter is not afraid to kick your ass. As much as I praise the ability to become the center of your story, you need to freaking work for it. I don't land my 3-hit sword combo strikes all the time. In actuality, I miss around 60% of them. But that doesn't stop my dumbass from still committing to them each and every time. I have established that in Monster Hunter, you are the center of every hunt you go into. And if that's the case for you, as it is for me, then the monsters, they're the antagonists. The developers have had almost 15 years to get the monsters right, and it shows. All the subtle nuances and details bring so much realism to this game, and there is no other franchise that has managed to capture this. They have literally created a living ecosystem for each monster, small and large, to inhabit and live, to thrive, and to fight. Well, thank you guys so very much for watching my very first video essay on this channel. And I want to thank everyone who gave me feedback, because this definitely was a new venture for me. And as always, if you like what you're seeing here, please comment, like, and subscribe, because more Monster Hunter content is coming, and trust me, you're not going to want to miss me and Night Snail shenanigans. As always guys, thanks.